Here we go now. This time I spent time watching the previous video in order to give it time to upload or something like that. I don't know. So I started it. There was no bug this time. I seem to be trying to press start too quickly. And so then I go to start after I wrote the title, and then it bugs, and so I have to rewrite the title, and it sucks. Especially when you're tired, and you go, I think I'm just going to talk like this for the rest of the night. So this one, appropriately named, is Seeking Truth. Finding Fraser on drugs. You know, in my experience, I used to be an occasional pot smoker, as it were. You know, I enjoyed a drink, but in fact I did not prefer alcohol. It did not agree with me. Honestly, it never really has agreed with me properly. But since I've started taking a certain medication, a medical medication I'm talking about, another one, the brain one, another one, the brain one, so I don't think I get a brain one, that since I started taking this medication, I've seemed to have a increased intolerance for certain types of alcohol. Strange, but true. Just vomit, or not even vomit. Like, I could hit my peak at 2 beers and I would regret it for the whole next day. One beer and it gives me just wicked stomach aches. Ouch, 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 ouch. It is not cool, but I can digest very weakly mixed apple cider. So I mix sparkling water with apple cider. It's like a homeopathic kind of way of drinking. I'm telling you. Ain't even fucking liquor in this thing. Look, it sucks, man. Oh, God. Oh, and hard liquor, don't even get me started. That gives me gut ache. Something fierce. Something fierce. I'm telling you. Something fierce. All right, so what are we getting on here? So that's alcohol. As I mentioned previously, there's a certain aversion to alcohol and hard drugs that I have developed over time due to experiences in my youth, especially the witnessing of a friend be taken over by the demon of the drug called cocaine. The white demon, the white devil. I'm telling you. That's what I'm telling you. Alcohol also. I told you a story about a guy who killed a guy. A guy who killed a guy. What? Mix of cocaine and alcohol. I'm telling you. It's a true story. That's a true story. You can look it up. The guy's name was, for fuck's sake. Chris Orr. Christopher Orr. Look it up, I'm telling you. ORR. That's his last name. Look it up. There will be court records proving what I'm saying. I'm just, I was going to say preaching the truth. That sounds awful big-headed of me, don't you think? Do you find, honestly, that I have a big head? You know, my head gets slightly inflated sometimes, but I try and keep it under control, right? Because I've got power over my mind, so I can keep under my control my inflated head. That's not true, I can't. It's really hard to do. I do have an inflated ego, and it's hard to keep under control. Truth bomb. I had some other points to make on drugs. Specifically about medication in this case. Medically medicated medications. I take 2 categories of medications, we'll say. I take one category, it's called Category 1. And the other category is called Category 2. And we're going to drop the medications and drugs that I'm taking under those 2 categories. Category 1, I take a very high dose of this medication for medical purposes. It is very effective in treating what it's supposed to treat. It is mind-altering. By definition, it affects my brain shit. The brain shit that's wrong with my brain shit, it's affecting that. It's supposed to be helping, but it's mind-altering. It's supposed to be a good mind-altering, you know what I mean? That's Category 1. Category 2 is going to look very similar. Category 2, I take it a very high dose, relative to my condition, ordered by the doctor. They up the dose, and then they up the dose, and then they up the dose. So I take it a high dose. It is a very effective treatment, this other category, for what it is prescribed. This other category is also mind-altering. These are true things. Those 3 attributes are identical between the 2 categories. Identical. High dose, effective treatment, and mind altering. It's 2 categories, they're the same, what the fuck. But
One category includes marijuana, medical marijuana. The other category includes 2 other drugs, not marijuana, but they're like pills I take for bipolar and hyperactivity. It keeps me calm like this. You see, 5 in the morning after no sleep, you know, it keeps me nice and calm so that I'm not like, you know what I mean. So, but the one thing I take umbrage with is this first group that I don't think is absolutely necessary. It's effective. What it does is it helps me with weight loss, nausea. It helps me with appetite, you know, packing down the calories. A big Alberta boy needs some calories, but it doesn't work if he's throwing up. So very effective, but not necessary. There are other ways of packing down the calories without a mind-altering drug. And I know it's true. So what? No. So Frank has offered me to help me get off marijuana because I don't need it. I got 2 other mind-altering drugs. You alter it left, then you alter it right, then you alter it left again. What the fuck, man? What the fuck, right? Are you with me? Do you feel me? Do you hear what I'm saying? Does it make sense? Does it sound like me? If I sounds like a duck and it walks like a duck,
It's Fraser Mills. Just ducking around. I'm having too much fun. There are at least 2 more.